Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Happy New Year. Before we even start, I'm gonna say right off the bat, if I sound sick, it's because I am sick. I woke up with like a raging cold or something. I did put makeup on to try to enhance my features for this video, but 2025 really starting it off strong. Back-to-back sick between the end of the year here and the start of a new one, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure this is the first video I have filmed in the new apartment. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Jill. I'm 23. I'm about to be 24 a couple weeks. Can't believe it. Every time the new year comes, I get so excited and so stressed at the same time because it's a new year. So you're thinking of all the New Year's goals and it's just this refreshing energy. And also my birthday, which fills me with happiness but also dread because I'm getting older, but I'm also it's like your birthday, Whether you believe in New Year's goals or not, or resolutions or whatever, I do them for fun. And also because I generally like to have an idea of how I want the time to go. Because my birthday is so close to the new year too, it almost feels like, what do I want to accomplish in this year? It'll be my 24th year of life. My birthday and the new year kind of go hand in hand together, so it kind of feels like I'm thinking about what my next year of life is going to look like. Some goals work out. They work out completely, beautifully. They come together so nicely. Some don't at all. And some keep working on them. I feel personally, I think goals are important. I'm all for new beginnings and bettering yourself. That's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about bettering ourselves. We're gonna talk about what I want to look to this year. I have a massive coffee here. Do I need it? No, but if I'm filming a sit down, it feels wrong to not have it, if that makes sense. I always have one. Like I said, first video filming in the new apartment. It feels weird. I don't know my setup yet. I'm in my living room, which I've never had before. I have a kitchen in the background. I've never filmed a sit down like this before. If you saw my last video, it's kind of the start to this whole new year conversation about goals and mindset shifts and stuff like that. So I figure we kind of piggyback off that with this video. Also my sick stuff, my tea, my ibuprofen and Gatorade are right there hanging out. So if you get a glimpse of that, that's what that is. Just a little recap if you didn't see that video. In that video, I really was thinking about my mindset. I think a big part of setting goals and planning for the new year is being reflective on what you have to work on and being really serious and raw and open with yourself and really looking at yourself. If you actually want to change things in your life and improve things, you have to really be honest with yourself. And it's not easy to do that and it's not always fun, but that's how it goes when trying to create a new reality for yourself. I kind of just want to give a quick little recap about that. A few mindset things I want to really work on this coming year are being decisive and being confident in those decisions that I do make. Doing things because I am afraid. I often operate in a way where I make decisions or things I say and do because I'm afraid of a certain outcome, even though that doesn't even exist. Thing in my head that I feel I'm afraid that someone's gonna be upset with me, or I'm gonna do something wrong, or I'm not gonna have a certain outcome because I'm afraid. So that's one mindset shift that I want to make. And also the other thing is every decision I make in my day-to-day, and I mean everything, I want to be in alignment with what my highest self. I know that sounds so cheesy, but hear me out here, okay? I want to make the decisions that I think my highest self would be happy with and how she would also align. I feel there's this gap between who we are and who we really envision ourselves to be. Sometimes that gap is smaller than others just based on our life circumstances, but my goal in life is to get to a point where they can be almost level, where I am being the woman I truly want to be. I'm showing up and being proud of the woman I am. And there's still a gap there for me personally. I am not where I want to be, where I know I am capable of being. And this year I really want to make decisions based on that. Okay, if the angle, lighting, settings kind of changed on the video just now, it's not you, it's me. My camera that I typically like to film my sit downs on, it's my big vlogging camera that I don't really use a ton anymore because it's just so big. The batteries aren't charging and it's really annoying me. So I just pulled out my small mini vlog camera that I use. So if it's a bit of a weird angle, I'm trying to adjust it so it just feels better for all of us. I think that's the best it's gonna be right now. So that's kind of the mindset things I want to really focus on this year. And then after I figured that out, it was easier to come up with the goals that I wanted to set out and achieve in my day-to-day. I feel you need a mix of goals when planning goals. You need like realistic in the sense of like there are active steps you can take to get to that point. And technically all goals are realistic if you really think about it, but like, you know, when like in your heart where like you don't know if you like always believe you can accomplish something and it almost feels like a delusional goal. I think you also need those, like ones where you're like, that is fucking wild. Can I make it happen? Yeah, but like realistically, am I going to? Maybe. And I think that's what you need, a nice happy mix of those two. Kind of bring everything together. I have found my recipe for goal setting that I think has really worked. So I'm going to share that with you here. One, like I said, it's the mindset thing and like figuring out the mindset. I'm not sure if this lighting is really bad or not. I'm so sorry if it's terrible. I'm so sorry, but we're going to roll with it today. New apartment. I'm not completely sure this looks good. I can't tell at all, but I'm sick, so I might be just, everything's off right now in my brain. Fuck, no. Okay, we're not fucking with the lighting because I'm gonna play with the blinds and then I'm never gonna get this video done. I've learned that with goal setting, you gotta think of the mindset first, like how you want to approach your life. And be really hard on yourself, like not in a way where like you're beating yourself up, but like hard on yourself as in like honest and truthful with yourself and like really looking at yourself and like examining like you are or you're not doing, what you would like to change, and then you can set goals to change those things. That's what we're going to talk about in regards to my goals. My problem personally is, one, I often make decisions based from fear to yes, but I'm also lazy. I'm not self-disciplined at all. I want and desire to do things, and then at the same time like doing it even when I don't want to. That's what I find difficult. We're gonna go over everything. Let me pull up my goals. I use Notion to track everything. Let's just get right into it. My life has always been, I don't want to say cursed, but like I've always struggled with finances. It has always been something, I was born into it. I was born into financial struggle, and I've continued that as an adult. So this is something that I really battle with. Hence why my financial goals are always at the forefront of my goals, because this is this family thing I'm trying to break and get out of. First and foremost, you guys know, pay off my debt. Now, I'm gonna share something with you. I wasn't really gonna talk about this actually. This is why I haven't made any financial videos or like debt videos or anything, because I've been navigating it in my personal life, but I'm at the point where like, to me, I don't feel the need to be like hush hush about it. But Tyron and I decided to combine our finances. We kind of have had shared finances for so long, but just like separate bank accounts. It gets to a point where like, when you decide to like live your life like with someone and like go through life together, your issues become their issues. So instead of like tackling things separately, we kind of decided like, okay, this is clearly an issue and now we're going to fix it together. So we decided to combine all our income, budget it out, and pay shit off. And so over the next few months, that's what we're gonna do. At the moment, Tyron does make more than me. That is helpful for me for paying off my debt, if I'm being honest. There's gonna be times in life where I might make more than him and vice versa. We might just be like passing it back and forth. But that's kind of like where we're at right now. I still want to pay off all my debt. I really didn't know how to navigate this financial conversation with you guys because I've been doing this alone for so long. My whole life I was raised by a single mom and I've never seen her combine finances with anyone, so it was very scary for me. But in my gut, I knew that like it was gonna be worthwhile for me to do, and a good decision for the two of us. I'm going to just say that, and then at some point down the line we'll talk about it more. Buy out my car. So I have a lease car. It's a 2023 Jeep Compass, new and in great condition, have had no issues with it, and I've decided instead of leasing another car after this, I want to buy this one out. It's very safe. It's 4-wheel drive if we decide to move to a place where we need that in the snow over the next few years. It's a great car and I think I would like to keep it. I don't need anything new after this, I don't think, not at the moment. So I would like to buy out this car and I want to do it this year because it is technically debt in my head. Like it's still something I have to pay for every month, so I want this car paid off. This I'm really scary to share. I am going to, because I've always been afraid and I never believed that I could do this, but I do think I can. And how, I don't know yet, but I do think I can. I want to make YouTube or social media my full-time job. Does that mean I'm going to quit my current job or not work a part-time job? No. I don't know what that will look like. I know I like having like a steady income through the job I'm working, but I'm not making enough money where it's worthwhile for me to not be doing what I love full time. So the plan is there. So long I didn't believe that I could do this full time. I always wanted to, but I didn't believe it. But something changed in me over the last few months. I kind of started looking at things a bit differently, and I'm like, I think I can do this. YouTube has never been about money for me, and I always feel weird talking about it, but I think maybe that's the problem. I need to start talking about what I want and being open about that and not being afraid of it and actually working towards it. I don't know if this is gonna happen. I don't know if any of these goals are gonna happen. Ugh, okay, I'm getting the hot and cold sweats again. The next thing, a financial goal I have, I want to have a second stream of income. Technically, I have 2 streams of income right now, my full-time job and YouTube. I want freedom and flexibility, and I also do not want to put all my eggs in one basket. I have done that, I've been doing that, and it has not been helpful. I mean, we've survived, trust. I've gotten through all my issues that I've struggled with financially, and I've come out the other side of them, and I've been okay. I just don't want to live like that anymore. I'm tired of living like that. I'm so tired of being stressed about money. I'm so tired about being like stressed if I'm gonna pay off my debt, or I'm just tired, and I don't want to rely on only one thing, because God forbid I lose my full-time job, or like YouTube doesn't end up working out in the end, if say it were to become a full-time job. I don't want all my eggs in one basket. Save 15 grand towards a house or apartment in the US/Cape Town. So haven't really spoken about much with our living situation because it was so far off, and every time someone asks me, oh, what do you guys end up wanting to do? I've shared and I've been honest about it. However, it's never been close enough to feel like reality. However, this year it does, so I am going to share it. If you're new here, I am from Rhode Island, and Tyron is from Cape Town, South Africa. The goal has always been to live in each place 50-50, mostly. Obviously, however the years go on, it's gonna change. Owning one home in my brain is a privilege. My family doesn't own home. So to be able to have one is insane, but to talk about having 2, having US dollars and being able to use that to buy a home or an apartment in South Africa is a massive privilege. We've spoken about this for a long time, like which house we would want to buy first or apartment, and the goal has been this whole time to a home or an apartment in Cape Town first. I don't know how far this reality is from us. The plan might change. We might want to start focusing on buying property in the US. My goal personally is to buy property in New England. I am from Rhode Island. However, if you're familiar with New England at all, it is really fucking expensive. It is not cheap to live in New England. That is my home. It is such a safe place to grow up, at least where I'm from. At some point, if I'm thinking about family in the future or like where I want to like settle down, in my brain it's there. Where exactly? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's my hometown. I worked too hard to leave it, but I do love Rhode Island so much. I loved living in Newport. But it is expensive. So the reality of that coming true first is slim to none. Hence the focus on thinking towards Cape Town first. So just throwing that out there, I would like to have money to put towards, slowly start saving for one of those outcomes. 15 grand is nothing when it comes to a home, I know, but to go from being in crippling debt to having 15 grand saved to put towards a home, in my head, that's a big deal. Whether you think it is or not, that's fine. I don't come from money, so in my brain, that's a big deal. I'd like to also have 10 grand in an emergency fund. Obviously, now that we've combined our finances, certain goals like this are shared goals. These are more fun goals. I love to be posting more on TikTok. I think short form is so fun. I also want to get better on Instagram, like 1 time per month or something. Physical health. I have a really big, insane goal this year, and I know I can accomplish it. This is one of those goals where I'm like, a realistic goal and a delusional goal. Goal is a little insane. This is my delusional goal. Those goals I think I can do. The 5Ks, the 10Ks, I can easily, within like a month or 2, I can work my way up to running that. However, this goal is kind of insane. However, people do it all the time. So why can't I be one of those people? You know what I mean? I want to qualify for the 2026 Boston Marathon. I'm gonna throw up. I can't believe I just said that out loud. I have always wanted to do this. This goal in my head is insane. You have to qualify for some of the big like marathons in this country. But the thought of like running the Boston Marathon, being from New England, is like insane to me. And I don't know, I think this is the year that we do it. And it's also the 130th Boston Marathon. Even number, it sounds so good in my head. 130th Boston Marathon. I don't know, this is one of those delusional goals, but like, I think I can fucking do it. I just want to get back into yoga consistently. Here's the thing with my workout goals. I don't want these to be like up for question, except for like running a marathon. That's a bit up for question. However, I need to get to a point really with myself where certain things are just non-negotiable and it's just happening. I don't want to be like having to feel like, oh, I have to go and like do this thing. In my head, it just needs to be something I do. That's it. Like, it's just something I do. It's not this thing I have to like think about doing anymore. Like, I'm just tired of having to think like that. It's the same thing with money. Like, it's just something I do. It's just something I do. It's part of who I am, and that's the end of it. Yoga consistently, I'm going to be starting that this month. Once I'm done being sick, I'm going back to yoga, and I'm so excited because I'm trying a new studio, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, and I'm just so excited. Same thing with running. Gonna get back into running, obviously, if I want to qualify for the Boston Marathon. This one is a bit delusional. Lift in the gym. I spoke to Tyron about this, actually. I spoke to him about training me again. He used to train me like years ago, like 4 years ago. And then like I stopped, and I would really like to not be anxious in the gym, at least with like lifting and stuff. I would like someone to be telling me what I should be doing. And I would like that. So I want to be more agile. I want to be more fit. I want more strength. I just want to be strong. And I don't want to be this like slug anymore. I just want to be strong and like doing things that are good for my body. I have some more like fun-ish beauty goals that I want to work on this year. I'm calling this like a personal investment, like physically, like a physical personal investment, not mental. This is all physical. I need to take better care of my hair and like figure out what to do with it. She's just like a little mop just like sitting on my head. I don't know. Last year I had the goal to cut my hair and I didn't, or do something different with it, and I just never did. But I do need to take better care of it. I want to start getting my nails done again. I hate not having them done, but I stopped because of money. So once I'm out of debt, I'm gonna start putting money towards this again. I don't know if that means I'm gonna do them at home by myself and just buy all the tools for it, or what, but getting your nails done is very expensive, but I just feel so much better when I have them done. Personal investments, you know, I feel like if I'm showing up for myself in all these ways, then everything else around me will also show up, if that makes sense, the way it needs to, because I'm showing everything around me how I want to be treated. Taking care of myself, I'm taking care of my body, I'm taking care of my nails, I'm taking care of my mental health. I want to get Invisalign. I've always had like a mini overbite, just the smidgest, tiniest overbite, and my teeth just aren't straight, like I ever needed braces or anything, but I always look at them and I'm like, I just wish they looked like this. I just wish they looked like that, and I think I just need to do it. Get Invisalign, like stick it out for, 15 weeks? Have the teeth I want to have and move on with it. These things might sound vain to you, but in my head, all like the things I don't like, I want to change. And I'm not saying that they're bad. My teeth aren't bad. My hair's not bad. I'm not saying my natural way of being is bad, but I do think that I can like enhance my features by taking care of certain things. I can take better care of my hair. I can take better care of my teeth. Just like putting more time and attention into myself physically, I just don't do, and I just would like to. Find a better skincare routine. I don't have a skincare routine. I wash my face and I moisturize. My skin is actually pretty okay. I don't really get like pimples or like, I've never had acne or anything, and I'm very grateful for that. However, I do think I am getting a little older. I'm gonna be 24, and then I'm gonna be 25, and then 30, and I think I just need to start taking care of it now. I need to do research though, because I know everybody's skin is different and every product works different for different people. 8 hours of sleep every night. I need to work on this. My schedule though at work is like this, and I need to work on that. Just like, it's just not working for me. I am overtired all the time. I don't get enough sleep. I'm sure this is why I got sick. It's so important for your body to perform the way I want it to have enough energy, to take care of itself and heal. It needs rest. And I need to prioritize that. Honestly, I probably need more than 8 hours every night. I'm a sleepy girl. I am. I need like 9 to 10 hours probably every night. But just with working a full-time job, unfortunately, I don't get to just like sleep whenever I want to sleep. Hence wanting to work for myself, because I feel like I can, if I have a flexible schedule, I can then take care of myself better. I want to learn a real makeup routine. Guys, I don't know how to use bronzer. I don't know how to use foundation. I don't know how to use highlighter. I don't know how to do any of that. I could not tell you how to do eyeshadow. I do the bare basics. I do a tinted sunscreen, blush, concealer, lip gloss of some form, and mascara. That is it. I don't do anything else. And I just would like to learn how to do it. It's just something I'm like lacking that I want to do. This is like a personal investment thing in my head. Like, to take the time to learn how to do these things, in my head, it's just a personal investment. Moving on from the personal investment kind of beauty things. Well, I want to read 50 books this year. Guys, I hit 46 books in 2024. My goal was 50, but in October and November, I completely slipped off. I read 1 book each month, and if I would have been over the goal if I had read the normal like 4 to 5 books like I normally do every month. If I don't hit 50 books, I swear, it's been my goal for the past 2 years. I'm gonna hit it, okay? I'm gonna hit it. I need to get back in therapy. Another personal goal. I need to get back in therapy. I have things to work on, and I just need to get back into therapy. And then the last goal I have this year, and then we're gonna talk about the vision board, and like, I wanna go on 5 trips this year. I have all of them mapped out in my head. You wanna hear them? I wanna share them. I wanna take my mom to Ireland. This trip will be incredibly special, and we'll talk about why, if and when it happens. Cape Town, that I think is already happening. I actually think we know when we're going to Cape Town again. And it's way sooner than I thought it would be this year, if I'm being honest. Disney. Guys, I love Disney. I actually want to become like a pass holder. Love Disney so much, and I would love to go back more often. So we're gonna work on that this year. We really wanna go on a cruise. We have never taken a cruise, and we actually would really like to go. So that's on my bucket list for trips this year. And then I would love a holiday in London or Finland or Norway or somewhere like that. I would love like a holiday in a winter place. That just sounds perfect to me, especially because I'm in Florida. Those are my goals for 2025. Some a bit delusional, some not. I don't think I like laid it on too thick this year, but I do think I got a little delusional with some of them, but in a good way, a good kind of delusional. But next we're gonna talk about my vision board. I made it on New Year's Eve, and I am so proud of it. I am obsessed with it. I have spoken about how I make my vision board in like previous years. Basically, I go into Canva, I type in the dimensions of my like wallpaper, and then, or my phone. I actually need to make my phone one still, and we're already into the new year now, so I actually have to do that soon. Pop on the screen what my vision board looks like. I'm obsessed with it, okay? We're gonna start at the top and work our way from left to right. I will usually put in some quotes, and then the other pictures will align with the goals I have for the year. And I feel like this one is probably my best one yet. In the top left corner is a picture of the YouTube plaque. The YouTube play button, the silver one, is when you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Realistically, I don't think that's happening this year, and I don't have that goal actually. But in my head, it represents doing YouTube full time, as well as seeing the physical rewards of putting in hard work into my YouTube. Again, it might not be a play button. It could be brand deals. Those are goals I have. It could be building this community, any opportunities that could come. This is what that picture represents for me. Going down, we're gonna like start on the left, go down, and then go column by column. Small steps every day. That goes along with my mindset of making decisions that my highest self would make. Those are from big decisions to little decisions. It could be from taking my makeup off at night because I know I want to wake up with a fresh face instead of having crusty mascara on my eyes, to like bigger goals of like taking the leap and making YouTube my full-time job, or being able to go on a cruise and like doing things in the day-to-day to get to that point. Or it could be going along with my health and wellness, like small steps every day. The bottom one, again, represents the YouTube and working full-time. I cropped the girl's face because when I see pictures of people's face, it reminds me that it's not me and that it's them, so I try not to put people's faces. So that represents working hard and working towards my goal of making YouTube my full-time job. The top one with the people running represent those races I want to run, as well as qualifying for the Boston Marathon. I can't even believe I'm saying that out loud. It doesn't even feel real. Like, that's like actually my goal. I'm like, that sounds so fucking fake. I'm like, is that even like Is that even my goal? Like, what? The second picture with the girl reading her book, relaxing by the water. Yes, that reminds me of reading books, of course, and my book goal, but more specifically in my head, that represents relaxation and leisure and taking care of myself. That does translate to like my, as I call them, my personal investment goals, like my beauty goals. But that also reminds me to take time. And what will my highest self do? She will rest when she needs to rest. Hence me being sick. After this video, getting right back on that damn couch. That bottom picture, that's a picture of like a bedroom. I don't have that actually on my goals list this year, but that just reminds me to make this space my own. I started doing that with like the couch and the rug and the green bar stools we have, but really truly make this place feel like mine. Okay, I'm gonna speed through these because this video is getting long. I get rich doing what I love. That's just what I want to embody. I want to get rich and I want to be doing it, and I want to get there by doing what I love. The little gym with the weights, that's to go with my delusional goal of maybe we'll be back in the gym. That's a maybe. I have other goals I would prefer to hit this year. Debt free, very basic and straightforward. But I did think the pink and red was really cute. Girl's hand with money, savings. There's a picture of Cape Town. That's one of the beaches. I want to go back to Cape Town. It's one of the places I want to travel again this year. I already know we're going to, but it just makes me happy. It's beautiful. I have pictures of everywhere I want to go, like really want to go, on this vision board. Fruits and vegetables. It's just to remind me to take care of my body, to cook for myself, to take care of myself, to nourish my body. Books and that chair, that is to remind me of my 50 book reading goal. Cozy little library book nook. That is a dream, but that is really just to remind me of my reading goal. The picture of the couple in London, very straightforward, right in front of the Big Ben. That one, very self-explanatory. Another quote, it's going to happen because I'm going to make it happen. A picture of New England, and that like New England style home. That is like my dream style home. The greens and the hydrangeas right on the water, that is truly a dream. But that also reminds me to spend more time with like my family and friends who are back home. Disney, again, somewhere I really want to be going to more this year. Of the castle matched the pink of the debt free, as well as like the people running. All those colors kind of like connected well in my head. And then the last one is the yoga mat and the blocks, again to remind me of my yoga goal. So that is my vision board, and those are my goals for 2025. Comment down below a goal you have below. I'm really curious to hear some of your goals for the new year. I hope you're all off to a great start. Don't stress too much about your goals. Work hard towards them. Know and believe that you can hit them. And I hope you have a wonderful new year. Happy 2025. I cannot believe 2025 is here. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Happy New Year. Go rot on the couch now.